But let's move on to our weekly topic, the 2025 position preview.
Yes.
And this is either the most fun one to do or the least fun one to do, because I think this is going to be the strongest position group on Georgia's team, and that's the inside linebackers. And you've just seen what Georgia's done year in and year out at this inside linebacker position, whether it's Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Smile Munden, Roquan Smith. Obviously, you go way back, but even the Tay Crowders of the world, the Monty Rices of the world.
Monty Rice was a beast, bro.
He's like a third-round pick. Like, he's a solid player for sure. Smile Munden is honestly one that I feel like he could have had more of a like his ceiling could be Quay Walker. Like, I think Smile Munden's that good. He just had a lot of injuries in his time. He was probably all SEC, right? Back in like 2022 or something.
He definitely was. He was all SEC in 2023, I think.
Is that okay? Yeah, I just feel like Smile Munden is a stud, and he's like I mean, I don't know what he's listed at the combine. Like, what, 6'4", 240? Like, he's a beast. Super long arms.
Big, but he's 6'3", 240. Yeah, you're right.
6'3", 240. Yeah, I was always a huge Smile Munden fan. I was bummed by some of the injuries that kept him off the field last year, but he's the big one that Georgia loses, to the draft. But obviously, like we said, they played so much without him last year anyway. And then they lose Troy Bowles transferring to Michigan. But this group is just so young and filled with just 5 stars and 4 top 50 players in America. And it's the most exciting group on this team, in my opinion. And what can you say about this linebacker group?
I mean, not much that you haven't already said, man. Like, I think it's definitely the best position group on this team. I think there's 4 NFL starters in that room right now. C.J. Allen, Raylan Wilson, Justin Williams, Chris Cole. Like, that's a crazy talented room. I mean, they're all blue chip recruits. Not like G-Day is crazy proof of concept or anything, but all of them pretty much had very good showings on G-Day. They were all over the field. They like magnets to the ball carrier. They're all some of the most freakish athletes on the team. The things Kirby Smart has said about each of them suggests that they're extremely hard workers. They're football guys through and through. Like, yeah, I mean, it's like you said, Georgia has a very long, proud tradition of fantastic linebacker play. They call them Linebacker University for no reason. And I think this has a chance to be Georgia's best inside linebacker group since like 2021, when it was, Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Channing Tindall. Like, that was a ridiculous group. I think this is also a ridiculous group. So I'm super excited about this group. They're going to be awesome. They're going to be so much fun to watch.
Channing Tindall was a lot of fun to watch. That dude was like a heat-seeking missile.
Oh yeah, dude, he could fly.
Okay, so also just a completely, not important aesthetic point here. CJ Allen I liked a lot better as number 33.
Really?
He just doesn't fit the single digit, in my opinion. Maybe it's the Odell Thurman, the Donnell Ellerbe memories I got.
Monty rocks the 32 really well.
Exactly. He fit the kind of thick inside linebacker, but Chris Cole upgrade to number 9. Great to see. Chris Cole is definitely feeling number 9 right there. But then you also have Zayden Walker, the true freshman, coming in. AJ Krua, true freshman in this class. It's hard to keep guys in this room because they either go to the NFL or they're not going to play. But gun to your head, Bo Underwood, what is the order? If you have to rank the top 4 tackles, in tackles, snaps, whatever you want to call it, let's call it tackles. Let's go top 4 in tackles in that inside linebacker group between C.J. Allen, Raylan Wilson, Chris Cole, and Justin Williams.
All right. I think number 1 in tackles is going to be C.J. Allen. I think he's going to be the guy who plays probably the most snaps. I think they trust him a ton. I mean, he got on the field freshman year when Juwan Dumas-Johnson went out and he played so well that Juwan Dumas-Johnson had to transfer. Like, that's the kind of guy that he was as a true freshman. And then next year, the year after that, he was even better.
I knew I was forgetting someone when Dumas-Johnson. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, that's another. That was a good player who I think was their leading tackler, pretty close to it, and he became an afterthought once CJ Allen got on the field. That's how good
he was. A Budkiss finalist. I'm pretty sure in 2022.
Yeah, he was. I think he was as well. 2020. Yeah, 22, 23. At number 2. I want to go with Chris Cole. I was debating between him and Raylan. I just really like Chris Cole, man. I mean, I think his background as a safety in high school really shows up in the way that he's able to read the field and just fly to the ball. And I also think that he has a ton of upside as a pass rusher that hasn't really even been discovered yet. So I'm super excited about him. I mean, all 4 of these guys are among my favorite players on the team, but he hit him especially. And then at 3, I'll go with Raylan. Raylan might be the freakiest athlete of anyone on the list. I mean, he's insanely fast. He's insanely twitchy. He again just shoots to the ball. It feels like maybe not the same coverage skills that I think CJ Allen has, or even like a Chris Cole has, but very good football player, freak of nature. I think he's going to have a very good year. And then 4 by default, but I could also see him being 2 or even 1 is Justin Williams. That's another guy who, the only reason I have him at 4 is because, I mean, all 4 of these guys are insanely talented. Justin Williams was the number 1 linebacker in the dang country when he was a recruit.
Yeah.
But he's just the one that has seen the field the least. So I feel like he's here by default. But he had like 9 tackles on G-Day, and he was in on almost every single play that he was on the field, it feels like. So
I was going to say, I was thinking I heard it was like double digits.
Dude. Like he had like 9 or 10 tackles on G-Day. And that's the thing, dude. It's just like, this is a pick your poison type of group, man. It really is. I mean, it's going to be really fun to see who are the guys that are on the field the most. It's like to look at, snap counts after every game and kind of see how they figure things out through September, October, who they want in this room and how they want their rotation to go, because it's a good problem to have when you have 4 linebackers that are this talented. You can only get them, so many of them on the field.
For sure. And I think your order is like probably the safe order. I guess maybe Raylan Wilson being the safer one, but there's so much hype about Chris Cole this year. I think you kind of alluded to it, while I would actually I'd put it in that most experienced order of CJ Allen, Raylan Wilson, Chris Cole, and Justin Williams, because I think you kind of alluded to it. It's that obviously we just added Elo Madozi in the portal to get that edge rush, but I think you're going to see Chris Cole a lot, as maybe kind of what Jalen Walker was doing last year. He's playing some inside, some outside. He's just a freak athlete that you're just getting on the field. But because of that lack of experience on the defensive line and on the edge, I think you're going to see Georgia use a lot of blitzing linebackers this year. And so maybe he doesn't rack up the tackles because he's being used more to get after the passer. That might be my prediction. Although I want to pick Chris Cole number 1, because like this dude, I don't know. I'm loving everything I'm hearing about Chris Cole.
I kind of also want to. Like I can't, but like I want to.
But yeah, CJ Allen just feels like kind of the captain of the defense right now, kind of that most experienced, kind of that quarterback of the defense.
I agree.